Here I am, Judy and Tremaine, and I was born in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan. Lived on the Alberta side, so we just had to cross the street to get home. But I didn't live there long. We moved and we moved and we moved. My dad was a radio announcer and he was doing his career, and my mom was helping and doing her thing, and everything. She was a housewife. She looked after us kids like, well, you would never. She would get us up Saturday morning. I got your work schedule all set up and you're going to do the dishes. And I wake up dreading waking up.
So you had lots of chores.
Oh, well, we had our chores. The old style where the boy takes out the garbage and that's all he does. And the girls, well, they do the dishes, the vacuuming, the cleaning.
Right.
The good stuff.
Yeah,
Which I always thought was unfair because we all have the same amount of allowance. Zero, mind you, but better than zero, no. But that was okay. It was, as I learned later on, that was a stepping stone in knowing who I am and what my abilities are. I was not very good in school very often because I apparently had, I don't know, teachers, like I was a teacher's pet. I don't know how that came about. I don't ever recall anything like that personally, but they remember differently. But don't we all? Hello Tamara, hello Curtis, hello Doreen, hello my family. I love you all. If you get the opportunity to watch this blog, you are in store for a great treat. This lady knows what she's doing. And I got goosebumps just talking about her. I think she's awesome. Thank you for being there. I love you all. And I'm so sorry that my telephone is my finances are so messed up. But we will get to that another day. And I will get things dealt with. I am getting things dealt with. It's just taking forever,
So these
government.
people you just mentioned, who are they to you?
My daughter is Tamara,
Yeah.
my son is Curtis, and my sister Doreen.
Okay.
Doreen, look, I remember your last name, I still can't spell it, but how are the kids and how are everybody? Hope you're all doing wonderful as most of the people here in Vancouver that I know. You're all beautiful. I think you're all awesome. I just love it. You guys are beautiful.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And I'm just wondering if we could get a few more details from other parts of your life. You said you didn't do very well in school. What did you end up doing? What were some of your interests in school? Well, when you were young, I should say.
I enjoyed the art. I enjoyed the drama. I was good at a lot of other things, but like math was my nemesis. Still is. God made calculators for people like me.
Yep.
And I say, yeah, I just had a block when it came to math, and math is a necessity in going forward.
So.
Oh, I love it when I see someone who goes clickety click click. And I go, oh my God, that was so simple. I wish I was you. But
so what other interests did you
my
have
mother
growing
was
up?
a smoker when she carried me, so I associate that with that as well. Like we all have our issues.
Yeah.
And we're born with them, literally.
But family life was generally okay. You had your chores, but
yeah, we had our chores. We got along pretty much. Everybody did what they had to do, kind of, and we moved an awful lot. My mom and dad wound up divorcing, and then we carried on. My mom and us 4 kids, and just carried on and having a life basically. And Mom was pretty secretive about most of her life, but she assumed that we knew that she didn't do a whole lot. We know better. But anyway, we wound up moving to Fort St. John or Dawson Creek and then Fort St. John. stayed there for over 20 years, had my children, and lived there for 20-some years. Did what I had to do, divorced my ex-husband and all that good stuff. And the kids didn't want to stay with me, so I told them, fine, you want to go stay with your dad? Yeah. So we said, okay, you can have the kids. I think that shocked him because he was not a very personable friend to my kids. He treated them like they were aliens from another galaxy, millions of miles away, and treated them as such. And my kids basically grew up themselves on the streets of Port St. John, which in all turn is their learning periods of things in their world, which was good in a way. But I just didn't like the fact that my kids had to sit out for 4 or 5 hours on the steps in the middle of winter till someone would unlock the door because they weren't allowed keys. And yeah, you people know who you are. I love this slogan.
So you moved to Vancouver eventually.
Yeah, that's when I moved to Vancouver, and it's been just a blessing ever since.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
You've enjoyed it
my
here.
daughter, she lives in the Penticton area. I don't recall exactly, but she has four children, I believe, and all my grandkids and my great-grandkids. I love you all. Boy, I talk a lot about
And so they're
family,
in
don't I?
Penticton.
My daughter and her
the kids.
family
Oh,
are in
good.
that area.
Oh, so they give you much joy.
My son is in the Doig River area. He and his family have a beautiful home there, and they're doing very well. I am so proud of my family. I am
great.
so proud of their capabilities, their abilities. And they do give a heck about me. They even phone the police to get them to do a welfare check on me, because they don't know how to get a hold of me any other way other than telephone. And unfortunately, the rights of the government to decide whether or not you should have any sort of money, blah blah blah, have decided to cut my money, and they gave me $600. In that, I have to pay $750 for rent. I have to pay $60 for telephone, and the list goes on. I have to eat, and I have to buy cigarettes, and yes, I do have to buy weed. But all in all, that on $600, that's a bit of a hanging from a tree situation. Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not running. I have very competent people helping me. The Heatley Clinic is where I get most, if not all, of my good going forward knowledge. They help me with everything, even with this problem with the government. They're looking into my pension and what's going on and blah blah blah. We're getting all the I's dotted and all that good stuff.
Oh, that's great. So
Yeah,
you got some people that are just helping you out with all
yeah, and I'm just I'm just in the middle of the high stress area because it's like I'm so glad I got everything done when I didn't. Who I know, like the people are awesome. Like she's been working on this for a long time. She is so good. I just love all my people in
wonderful.
Vancouver. Like there's
And
not
you've got
one of them
a
that.
pretty good place to live in.
Yes, and it is a good place for everybody if they would, keep their crazy in their back pocket for 10 minutes. Crazy can be one thing, but there we go. Yeah, they're taking him now.
An emergency situation over here.
Oh, they're taking care of it, and I like that.
Yeah.
They're good people.
Yeah.
Now that's what I call a blog. That's blog material. That is he's a nice kid. He's got to get this settled. We don't want him to die.
That's for sure.
But this is Vancouver. But this is Port St. John, Dawson Creek, Victoria. Pick a town. You got them all everywhere. They are everywhere, man. Here and there. Yeah, that's the way it is.
So for you, what does a day look like for you in this neighborhood? What do you get up to?
I wake up and the first thing I do, I play my game. I have games on my telephone since I can't use it to make calls. I play games on it. And I'm pretty much addicted, but I have no Wi-Fi or anything. So when I go out and about, I hunt around for places with Wi-Fi ability so I can play once in a while.
Oh, that's fun.
Because I can play the games, but it's better when you got Wi-Fi. Because then you get extra things and open things and they couldn't open when you don't have it. Yeah, no fun.
What else do you get up to?
Meeting and seeing a lot of people on the street. Just hello, how are you? Seeing people who are in need of, a cigarette or just a hand up or a handout or
So
just a hello.
you go about saying hi to people and helping them out in any which way you can? Being a friendly neighbor?
Pretty much.
Oh, nice.
Because they're
Very
good
nice.
people, and
Yeah.
they should know that. I mean, I have seen ugly people on the street too, but no one has, the ones who have confronted me take a different look at me and what they're doing in a different light. So that in itself helps. Like, hey, beat your mouth off to me, go ahead. It's not like I'll remember you or the issue.
Right.
Go ahead, beat up on me. I don't care.
Oh, wow.
It's not my
That
problem.
happen every once in a while?
Oh, quite often. There's
People beat up on you?
Oh yeah. There's like, guys and people will just spit all of a sudden in front of you, and it's like, whoa, you missed. What's wrong with you? Eyes on backwards. Then they get all idiot. Well, you were an idiot. You spit in front of me like that. Like, what's that? I could have rubbed your nose in it, you bad dog.
Then you get into a bit of a scuffle sometimes?
No physical at all, because they know I'm just an old lady nowadays, and that they would probably get attacked if they did so. So they don't usually come out all knifey or anything. They just have a whole lot in their head, and it's mouth.
Okay. So a lot of verbal stuff.
You just let them then they'll walk off, and they'll keep yelling at me the whole time for hours later. That's okay. I don't mind.
Yeah, that can happen in this neighborhood,
You
right?
liked me, did ya? You just didn't want me to know. That's okay too.
Life is treating you okay, it sounds like.
Life has been a real pleasure. The issues I have put myself in, there's, stupid things I do too, like get married and all that. But I'm glad I did what I did when I did it. Because, I am reaping the rewards of having a fairly good life. It was not all sex abuse and bludgeonings or anything like that. It was not all that. There was a lot of issues when my mom and dad were together, but we put those aside. We've ended those. Both my mom and dad are passed on, so I say thank you for who you were and what you've done, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to have my kids and do good things in my little world. I've gone to school, I tried, but that damn math got me every time. So I'm mathless. 1 and 1 is 2 though. I know that.
Yay. Can I ask you what types of jobs you had after high school or throughout your life?
Waitressing. I worked in a pharmacy. Chambermaiding. That kind of womanly work.
Yeah, you enjoyed
Pretty much, yeah, I did, but then again, you have people who abuse your opportunities and screw things up to the point that you can't be there anymore.
Okay.
You gotta go. And you go. You go and do something different, something new, something more fun, something everybody wants. Don't know what it is yet. Still looking.
You're still looking.
Still looking.
Oh.
But I am comfortable in my world that I have in Vancouver. I have never felt as comfortable anywhere. I mean, when I was a kid, we lived in Vancouver on the north side. And I always wanted to stay. I always wanted to be. But we, like I say, moved on and blah, blah, blah. And now that I am back, I found my niche. I meld with all the people, the animals. You know, if there's an issue, deal with it. Don't just let it go and tell everybody else about
Incredible
it. Come and talk to me
attitude.
about it. You got a problem? Come talk to me. Don't go talk to anybody who doesn't even know what the problem is. You got to tell them? Good memory.
Well, that is good advice for us to take.
It
That
works
would really
like
be
a
helpful
charm.
if people did more of that, right?
Yes, and it's not something they can't do, and it's not something they don't know how to do. It doesn't cost them $1 in their pocket. Just do it.
Right.
That simple. I
That's
never
great.
believed it was that simple, but I thought it was simpler.
We tried it out and it worked.
I thought that life in its generalness is very simple. You have a family, you deal with the issues, you look after your finances, you make sure everything stays good.
Yeah, it's a little
There
bit.
Judy is again, finances, money, dollars. That and that.
I'm just wondering if you have any wishes for the future. If you think all is going well, or what would you like to ideally see happen from here forward in your life, or things you'd like to do someday, or what have you?
What I would like to see in the future is a lot more of what I see here in Oppenheimer Park, where everybody gets along. Nobody hurts it. I like, oh, there he is. Feeling better. Good deal. Anyway, yeah. But we
want people
all,
to get
we all
along.
look after each other. We look out for each other. Like, you don't
very
have
nice.
to like anybody. No one said you have to like. But take the opportunity just to know. Because you don't know if you like it or not until you get to know them. And how do you get to know people? Oh, you talk to them. And you listen. Oh, okay. So we got to talk to people and listen to what they say. Do they ever say anything good? All the time. Every time. Somebody's
saying
got
lots of good
something
things.
interesting to say. Always. And it's good when you're even just over here and you're just like, wow, right on. Yeah. It's a
Well,
pleasure.
I thank you so much for sharing all this with me. You're a ray of light. Just
As well as you and
whole
all
bunch
the
of positivity.
people you know. And all the people that see us and know us. We love you guys. Oh, I got goosebumps. Love you
Aw.
guys so much.
That's so sweet.
I think it's all my family on the other side giving me hugs.
Well, Judy, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank
This
you
was
so much for
great.
taking the time, my dear, because you are a very good blog lady.
Thank
Blog on, girl.
And I will hope to run into you again.
You certainly will. Vancouver's a small place.
And I know where to find you.
You got it. Absolutely.
Thank you very much. See you next time.
You bet.
Take great care.
Stay special, everyone. Bye-bye. Yeah, it's beautiful park. I love the birds. Everybody tries to feed them bread. I don't know why. I love that totem pole. So much reality here. It's just gorgeous.